Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having Scorpio on the 4th house cusp in a natal chart. Now, the 4th house in astrology represents the sector of life that is associated with home and family, emotional security, the end of life, roots, traditions, the mother, or the parent that is not as dominant. I do strongly believe it's more the mother than anything because of the correlation with the moon and the zodiac sign Cancer. But some people think it's the father, and they're entitled to believe that if they want. Now, the zodiac sign that is on the cusp of the 4th house can give characteristics and attributes to the home and family, or at least the way one may perceive it, and also other things that are pertaining to the 4th house. Now, planets in the 4th house can flavor the house. Also, it's important to look at progressions and transits, as this could indicate a greater activity in matters associated with the 4th house than otherwise indicated in the person's natal chart. Well, anyway, people, first thing is, when I look at Scorpio on the 4th house cusp, it could show perhaps in the home, maybe a place where this person recharges their emotional battery, a place where they have to go through their transformation or change of some kind. It's a place perhaps of regeneration for a person, the person's refuge, their sanctuary. Home life, matters pertaining to the home and family. This person may be very secretive regarding matters connected with the family. This person can be a strong family defender, and if someone does something to a family member's detriment, it could indicate that this person might become a little vengeful and vindictive in those matters, so to speak, and really will be scorned if this person experiences something, they hear about somebody doing something negative or adverse to a family member. And this is something where perhaps this person, because the 4th house, in my opinion anyway, is associated with the mother or one's perception of one, or the least dominant parent, this could be one that sees perhaps the mother is somebody that could be loyal but yet somewhat domineering, somebody that has a very strong transforming ability but yet might be seen as very secretive. Someone at times, in some isolated cases, may be seen as vindictive or vengeful, but a person that could be very intense and loyal as well. The 4th house can indicate perhaps the things, maybe the interests in the home. We look at this, and perhaps this is a home, or things just connected with the home in general. Perhaps this person is interested in astrology or occult, supernatural things. They might maybe study this out of the home. Or it could indicate maybe this person has certain items in the home that are related to astrology, to the occult, to things maybe connected even with detectives, detective work, investigation, maybe matters related to death. Maybe this person, in some cases, has a Ouija board in their home, or is somebody that is strongly has an affinity for these matters. Perhaps maybe that interest in the home, perhaps things connected just in general, in some cases with the occult, with the supernatural, maybe with astrology, things of the unknown. Maybe this person has a plethora of magazines that are in books that are associated with mysteries, with investigations, perhaps things associated with murder mysteries, with maybe even matters connected with death in some cases. The 4th house with Scorpio on it, this could indicate, well, the 4th house governs the end of life, and we look at this, and this could be a person that could be strongly emphasizing things connected with life insurance, things that are associated with inheritances. This person may even toward the end of life may have a strong interest in Scorpio-like things, perhaps astrology, perhaps the occult, maybe supernatural matters, perhaps things associated with mystery. There might be something mysterious about the home in general. The fourth house also governs emotional security, so perhaps having a place where maybe maybe having certain control, not necessarily manipulation, though this could be true in some cases. A family that they have, where they have control to some degree, controlling over matters pertaining to the home and family, may be tied in to one's emotional security. Also, we look at the fourth house, and the fourth house also is associated with traditions. So maybe this is something in some cases where this person maybe traditionally there are things associated with astrology, with the occult, with the supernatural, perhaps going to expos, to fairs that are associated with these things, things that are associated perhaps with forensics, even things connected with investigation, with detective work, with law enforcement. Perhaps the person is in a home where maybe where it's strongly tied into people that were in law enforcement in generations, astrologers, maybe even in some cases surgeons, because that is associated with the sign Scorpio. Maybe something just connected with research and investigation in general. Now, we look at this as well, and the fourth house, we look at this, and this could indicate perhaps having Scorpio on the cusp of the fourth house, that there may be some upheaval, some tumult, some unrest in matters connected with the home. There might be a lot of emotional intensity expressed in the home life. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having Scorpio on the cusp of the fourth house in the natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Sagittarius on the fourth house cusp in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.